A heavy defeat at the hands of Hearts, while Craig Levein made it 4 out of 4 home wins against Inverness. However, with just 2 points separating the teams going into this one, it was all to play for.
McDonald. Oh, nice ball forward, and the offside flag has stayed down. It's a real chance for David Clarkson, one that he hasn't been able to take. Lovely through ball from Scott McDonald, and Clarkson had timed his run to perfection. He was coming in at a narrow angle. Derek Stilley made one in the end. It was a much more comfortable save than perhaps it should have been. Quinn makes the near post run just over Reynolds. The volley which came back in might not have been too far away. If it hadn't been blocked, it was Patterson's effort. Back out for Smith. Great ball in! Should have been 1-0. And with no disrespect to Paul Quinn, of all the people on the field, they wouldn't have wanted it to fall to him. More than 100 games in his senior career without scoring. Calvin has his ball in. And a chance for Hunt. Out of nothing, couldn't get hold of it. The first side of goal, really, for Dundee United. The first save that Colin Meldrum's had to make. And now he's clicked the ball straight at Hunt. Well, there was no one in the centre. But more worryingly, after the mistake by Meldrum, it took him an age to get back in front of his goal. And if Hunt had hit the target there, he would have scored. McDonald onside. Chance for the Motherwell man, who goes to ground. The referee has a long, hard look. And a signal that he thought McDonald took a dive. Smith. And bundled over by Calvin Ayres, and the summer signing from SK Brann will be called over by Mike McCurry, and he's going to be the recipient of the first card of the game. Samuel at the far post. Conway, good ball in. Samuel! Colin Samuel hasn't been able to have much of an impact on the game, but after some masterful wing play by Craig Conway, he's in the right place to volley Dundee United in front. It's only his second goal of the season, and he owes it almost entirely down to Craig Conway. Clarkson, that was a bad one, and he's in trouble here. Calvin Ayres, he's already been booked, and Dundee United might be a goal up, but they're going to be a man down. Christian Calvin Ayres dismissed. Quinn. McDonald after a nice chest trap from Clarkson. Foran. Patterson, only the side netting. Half the ground thought that Motherwell had equalised. Jim Patterson, who scored the last time the two sides met here. And towards the near post, it's a very dangerous flick, and it's in for 2-0 from McCracken. Well, they might be down to 10 men, but it is Dundee United that have scored the second goal of the game. David McCracken. What a time to score his first of the season. It was all about the delivery. The near post flick was sublime, and McCracken had the easiest job to guide it over the line for 2-0. McDonald. Smith in space to his right. And Smith has done well. Goes to the ground, penalty! He's already scored 5 penalties this season. Make that 6! Is it a catalyst for a Motherwell fight back? Fitzpatrick to Elliott, who's got time to run round the ball. Now Scott McDonald, played in by Callum Elliott. McDonald trying to turn past Archibald. Stood to his ground well. McDonald goes down. And the referee says that that is another dive. Second time in the game Scott McDonald has gone down in the penalty area, and the referee has waved the appeals away. For the first time in the game, Dundee United beginning to look as though they are hanging on. Smith making the near post run. It's 2-2. Mark Reynolds with the equalising goal. Centre half, forward from the back. Lovely delivery. And Reynolds climbing the highs, the guy and his header in. Good quick throw, Robson. So want to get it across, Hunt! Yes! Dundee United lead! The 10 men in front again, at what cost, I wonder, for Noel Hunt, who was injured in the process. But Robson got his boot up to steer it across. And Hunt just got his head to it to wrong foot Meldrum. And Dundee United, in a very rare attack, lead 3-2.
Well, it's another big result for Dundee United, and it looks as though finally Eddie Thompson's made the right choice as manager in Craig Levein.
Yeah, and I also noticed Eddie hasn't been saying very much at all since he appointed Craig Levein, which has, I think, been welcomed by the Dundee United supporters. He's letting him get on with the job, and he's doing a very good job. He's obviously somehow or other got a team spirit together there that was absent under Craig Brewster.
And Douglas, down to 10 men, pulled back from 2 goals. That's a bit of character to go on and win that game,
something
isn't it?
Something that United have often lacked in the past couple of years, certainly the last couple, maybe even longer than that. And Levein's got that. He's got that kind of toughness about him. Had it as a player. I think it comes across in his management. The kind of players he goes for are physically strong and mentally strong players. The backbone of that Hearts team that we're talking about earlier were all instilled by Levein, like Presley, Hartley. These guys were, I mean, Presley was there before him, but a lot of these guys were brought in and given their heads by Craig Levein. He always talks about players that give him guarantees when they go on the pitch, and he likes to have 7 or 8 of them in his team.
Willie, we have you here. We may as well ask you on your expertise. A couple of penalty claims, notably for Scott McDonald for Motherwell. Have a look at these. Talk us through these. What do you think? I mean, what's they called? None of them were.
Well,
were
the first, if you're looking from behind here, you couldn't say for certain. But when you get the view from behind the goal, it looks as though the keeper's gone in late, missed the ball, and brought down Scott McDonald. But when you see it first time from behind, it doesn't. It looks as though he's maybe gone for the ball. That one there, the defender's obviously overstretched and attempting to get to the ball, and he's caught the guy in the back of the legs. It's a clear penalty, and the penalty's given. Scott McDonald's maybe reaping a bit of what he's sown here in the past in terms of his cry wolf. He's one of the ones who's adopted Andy's mantra of any single touch in the box hit the deck.
Well, that's a stonewall penalty. Well, are you trying to tell me that referees take into account a player's reputation for doing certain things, and they'll referee the game accordingly?
I'm trying to tell you that referees would be very naive to ignore the fact that certain players hit the deck too regularly.
So by that token, any other characteristic that they might have, a bit of a hothead, they might view them differently as well?
If they were an experienced referee, they would take that into account. They may even take it into account to the player's advantage by attempting to talk him out of problems before he gets into them, because they know problems are coming.
Okay.